I don't know how to start this. I really don't. I'm gonna say, first of all, this show is better than any ethics class I've ever taken. The conversations that come up because of this show are incredible. Like, blows all the other ethics classes I've ever taken out of the water. So I will say that. And also, number two, we're all adults here. Like, or at least can have the mental capacity to have an honorable debate with each other. Just because you disagree with someone or you're trying to show them a different perspective does not mean it has to turn into an argument. As long as we are all respectful and do not resort to name calling or insulting each other, like, this can stay. You can have opposing views or kind of adjoining views, but a little bit different, and still be respectful and not have it turn into an argument. So even if I say something to you that you don't agree with or you don't think I'm understanding, it doesn't have to turn into an argument. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm right. Like, just as long as we're all staying respectful, we're good. That being said, are we really debating the degree of punishment that should be given to slave owners? Like, slave owners, people who own other people. This slave owner may not have had a child put up on that post. They were a good slave owner. They weren't one of the bad ones who put up. They just sat around and watched the other bad slave owners put their kid up on the thing. And maybe they did protest and not like it, as they owned people. We had an example of someone who had that moral struggle. Talisa, if her story is true, I don't know, but she lived in a slave city. She saw that it was ridiculous and wrong, and she left. Now, yes, she was a noble woman, but if you have money to buy a slave, I'm going to assume you probably have money to leave that city if you don't agree with what's going on there. And if you are in a position to where you aren't buying your slaves anymore, they're being born to you, you probably have enough money to leave that city if you don't agree with those morals. If you are going to buy a person and be good to them, maybe you need to buy them and leave the city and set them free and have them work for you as a servant and pay them a wage. I'm just saying, like, if you own another person, that's bad. How is this a debate? That's bad. Yes, she did go full Targaryen with that. Her dad was the Mad King. This is the reason I'm not in charge of a country, because shit, I'm okay with putting slave owners up, like nailing them up on a cross like that. I'm fine with that. They own people. That's generally a bad thing, even though it was a great moment because they owned slaves and they nailed children up on a cross as an introduction to their city. In case you didn't know where you're going, this is the city that you're coming to. We are so hardcore that we fucking nail kids up on the cross. Welcome aboard. Now, that being said, like, before you start typing, like, calm down, hold on a second. Before you start typing, I thought we were cool. Like, I thought we were seeing, like, you know me, you know who, like, you know the way my mind processes things. I thought we were cool. I thought you knew me. Like, we went through episode 9 last season together. Like, y'all got me through that trauma. You welcomed me to winter. I am no longer a summer child. I can see that's a bad fucking idea. As much as I liked that, as much as I loved it and reveled in it and wanted to bathe in every single second of that moment, it's a bad idea. Especially if she's planning on staying in that city. David said, because I had to ask him, I'm like, I know it might be a spoiler, I'm not sure, but does she plan on staying there for any amount of time? He's like, yeah, she's going to stay there. This is a bad idea. You can't make a decision like that and not expect there to be consequences, especially if you're staying in that city. Number one, little Miss Dany, as much as I love her story and her everything so far, she has had it way too freaking easy. Like, it's just been so nice just going through a desert, freeing people, yay, and expecting no one to have any kind of, like, revolt against that, that's just naive. Like, of course shit's gonna go down. She hasn't had any kind of conflict or anything since season 2. Season 3 was a cakewalk for her. So we have to put her in some kind of bad situation. Number 2, you cannot go to Pigfucker Central, slave owners, towns or us, and expect for there to be nothing bad to come from you setting the slaves free. Now, they said it was like 3-1, the slaves they outnumber the masters 3-1 or something like that. You might have 3/4 of the popular vote, but that 1/4 of the people, the pig fuckers are us, they're gonna be mad about that, and they're gonna have something to say, and shit's gonna go down. Like, that's just how it is. Like, you can't go to their city where they're sitting pretty and all loving being slave owners and take their slaves away from them and expect anything good to come from that. And you're staying there, oh, they are so gonna kill her. Like, she's dead. I'm just gonna prepare myself now for mourning Dany. And the third reason, she's had it too good for a while, she took the slaves away, they're gonna revolt. The third reason is called plot-driven action. She's had it too good. She had to do something, no matter how justified some of us, hopefully most of us, think that is, even though it was a bad idea. Plot-driven action. Something has to happen. She has to do something in order to bring that conflict on her. Otherwise, this whole thing is pointless. If it's just easy for her to go and take over the throne, she has to have something bad happen along the way. There's one other thing, too, I wanted to mention. We don't know who Dany is yet. Like, we don't know. So far, she started off season 2 with her little band of people that she kind of, she was responsible for. She had to take care of them. She got them to Karth and whatever. But now she has an army. And she freed the people from Yunkai. But she's been moving and traveling and gathering all these followers behind her. But we haven't seen her in one spot actually ruling people. We don't know who she is yet. She could be just completely batshit crazy all the fucking time. I'm hoping Jorah and Sir Barristan will kind of rein her in a little bit and help her along her path to find out who she is as a ruler, but we don't know who she is yet. So although we've been rooting for her all this time, she has yet to actually sit and govern, and she has to find her own voice in doing that. So starting off like this is not the most optimal way to do that, because she's gonna start off with a whole bunch of people who have money hating her, but plot-driven action, like, that's just how it works. So we'll see.
In the light of the seventh, I now proclaim Tommen of the House Baratheon, first of his name, King of the Andals and the First Men, and Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. Long may he reign!
Long may he reign.
He sits the throne like he was born to it. Yes. He wasn't, though, was he? No, he wasn't. You never love anything in the world the way you love your first child. And what he did, it shocked me. Do you think I'm easily shocked? No. The things he did shocked me. He will need help. He's going to rule well. He has you. The mother is not enough. You're still interested in being queen, I take it. I haven't even given any thought to it. What comes next? It would be a great honor, of course. But I will have to speak to my father about it. Yes. Speak to your father. And speak to mine.
There's other news. From Yunkai. Without the Unsullied to enforce your rule, the wise masters have retaken control of the city. They've re-enslaved the freedmen who stayed behind and sworn to take revenge against you. And in Astapor, the council you installed to rule over the city has been overthrown by a butcher named Cleon, who's declared himself His Imperial Majesty.
How can I rule 7 kingdoms if I can't control Slaver's Bay? Why should anyone trust me? Why should anyone follow me?
You're Targaryen. You're the mother of dragons.
I need to be more than that. I will not let those I have freed slide back into chains. I will not sail for Westeros.
What then?
I will do what queens do. I will rule.
I don't think that we can wait until...
I'm done waiting, Peter. We had a wedding night many years ago. Don't you remember?
Like it was yesterday.
What wife do for you the things I've done for you? Wife that trusts you when you have trusted you. You gave me those troops, told me to pull them to transfer. My husband's wife. And you told me to write.
She poisoned him. Baelish poisoned him.
Yes, I'm very lucky.
He was responsible for you.
I know, because I'm so grateful.
Why? Why does he feel responsible for you?
But I'm half Tully. He loved your family so
Loved
much.
your mother?
No,
That's what you wanted to say.
he loves you, Aunt Liza. He's married to you.
Never loved him, never. Cat always went straight for the sweetest thing, the most obvious thing. Your Uncle Brandon. The handsome, arrogant crew, Uncle Brandon. He almost killed Peter in a duel. Your mother loved him anyway. And now, Peter is risking his life to save you. The daughter of a woman who didn't love him. No more than those whores in his brothels. Has he told you about them?
No.
He hasn't told you about the vile things they do with their bodies, the vile things they let him do with their bodies.
No, never.
You pregnant?
What? No, I told you. Lord Tyrion and I
I
never...
wasn't asking about you. What if you let Peter do with your body?
He loves your Aunt Liza. All he says is that I'm a stupid little girl with stupid dreams who never learns, and I'm a terrible liar, so I should always tell the truth. And I swear to you that he's never touched me, not once, not ever.
It's all right.
This is awkward.
Couldn't very well refuse a royal escort.
No, you couldn't. I didn't realize you were
Not a very good one.
for your paramour.
For one of my daughters.
You have several, don't you?
8.
8? 8 daughters.
The 5th is difficult. Named after my sister.
Useful name.
Yes. But I can't say it without turning sad. And after I turn sad, I grow angry.
Perhaps that's why she's difficult. What good is power if you cannot protect the ones you love?
You can avenge them.
Yes, we can avenge them.
You really believe Tyrion murdered your son?
I know he did.
We will have a trial and we will learn the truth.
Have a trial. I haven't seen my daughter in over a year.
The last time I saw her, she was swimming with 2 of my girls in the water gardens. Laughing in the sun.
Hard to believe that. Did you bring her a gift from me? I wasn't there for her name day. Don't know when I'll see her again.
Anything at all?
The best shipwrights in King's Landing have been working on it for months. Marcella loves the overworld.
I will have it sailed down to some spear for her.
Please tell her. My mother misses her very much.
Did you remove the skin?
No, my lady.
Have you ever cooked a rabbit before?
No, my lady.
Did you ever cook anything for Lord Tyrion?
No, my lady. That was the cook's. I killed a man.
Who?
King's guard. He tried to kill Lord Tyrion at the Blackwater.
How did you kill a Kingsguard?
I pushed the spear through the back of his head.
Bloody ridiculous. Help me with these straps.
That's the one that took Jamie's hand. I didn't recognize him until he held up the knife. Motherfucker.
You're not here. We're far from here. At the hill. Great Wheelwood tree. You've seen it too. Mira and I. You and Hodor. We're only here to guide you. You'll know. Saw you die tonight. I saw your body burn. I saw the snow fall and bury your bones.
Here, the Night's Watch.
Hold on.
Get his man. Cut me loose.
No.
Hold on.
If he sees you, he won't let you go north. He's my brother. He wants to protect you.
Yeah.
He'll take you back to Castle Black. You have to decide. Do you want to find the three-eyed raven?
Hold on. We need to free someone.
Some old man teach you how to stand, how to parry.
Said they were inevitable.
Where's Rust?
Where in seven hells? Come here. I missed you, boy. It's not safe for you here on your own. Mance Raider has an army heading this way, and there's worse out there than Mance.
Craster beat us. And worse. Your brother Crows beat us, and worse. We'll find our own way.
You want to stay here? In Craster's Keep?
Burn it to the ground. And all the dead with it.
I'm glad they burned it. Yeah. From the beginning, Tommen was coronated as king. Cersei talking to Marjorie. Cersei, again, having a good episode where we get to see her just talking. I like her when she just talks and she's not being an asshole. Talking to Marjorie, she said, the things that he did shocked me. And then she asked, do you think many things shock me? And Marjorie's like, no. She's like, the things he did shock me. That's, God, that must be a horrible feeling as a mother to have a child that shocks you, you know, in a bad way. And then saying that Tommen, he'll need help, and actually kind of giving her blessing for Marjorie to marry him. Wow. Dany, she let all those people go, and now they've been re-enslaved, and chaos has run amok. She has to stay there. She has to stay there and rule, as she says. We'll see how that happens. She has Jorah. He's very smart. He knows what to do, but like she said, she can't go and keep conquering people if no one respects her or trusts her. She has to prove that she can rule something. It's gonna be hard for her. I feel like Mama was a rolling stone. She likes to keep moving forward. She wants to go to Westeros, but she needs to wait. I was right. Friggin' Sansa has red hair. Baelish just said so herself. When he told her to put her hood on, and he said, it's a memorable shade. Like, it's red. Like, I was right. That it was just going back to, what was it, last season when Sansa was talking to Marjorie, and I put like Battle of the Redheads or something. Like, it's red. So the Vale has never been taken before. I can see why. That's one heck of a castle. How did they even build that? So Baelish gave Lysa the poison to kill her husband. So they've been working together this since the beginning of season 1, way back. Wow. She poisoned him? Wow. Lannisters' mines have no more gold in them. So it's pretty much just everyone respects the family and expects them to have money, and they have some kind of deal with the Bank of Bravo. So, but they aren't mining any more money. That's crazy. Who said Kat loved Brandon? Lysa, who was crazy, said that Kat had been in love with Brandon, Uncle Brandon. So was she supposed to marry Brandon? I guess that's something that was in the books that isn't on the show, but she was supposed to marry Brandon, I guess, because she's in love with him. I don't know. That's crazy. I'll get it in the books. I'm going to read them. That whole scene with Lysa and Sansa was so awkward. Like, there are no other words other than that was just fucking awkward. Like, oh, she is nuts. She's nuts. And Sansa's supposed to marry Robin? No. No. They're first cousins. Like, this is, there's so way too many family members having sex in this show. It's weird. Cersei talking to Oberyn about Marcella, you know, saying, and she's having the ship fixed up for her and saying that she misses her. That was great. I didn't even think about the fact that Marcella's with his family, so he would know how she is. And I think that he's a pretty upstanding guy. Like, I think she's being treated well. So, that's good. But I hadn't even thought about he's seen her lately, you know? Locke was the one that took Jaime's hand. I was like, why does he look so familiar? And then he held up that knife, and I remembered him with the hatchet in his hand. Duh. So Bolton sent him there. He was trying to get he was trying to get Bran to take back to Bolton. That's what he was doing. Or did he just happen to be there? Did he just happen to be there? Did Bolton send him there for some other reason, and then he just is like, oh, I'll take him? I don't know. Either way, it's bad. But he's dead now anyway, so who cares? Hodor snapped his neck. Well, not Hodor. It was Bran as Hodor. But that, I felt bad when he's like, Hodor, he came back to himself and like was looking at his hands like, that has to be traumatizing. Like, he doesn't have control of his body, and then he realized he's killed somebody. That sucks. But it needed to be done. It needed to be done. So, okay, that's it. Baelish and Lysa killed Lord Aaron. Killed her husband. Wow. Okay, well, that was a good episode. We had a few more soft Cersei moments. Still don't like her. That's it. I'll see you in the next video. I'm not sure if I want to watch the next one today or tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I know my uploads have been sporadic this past week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever. It's just crazy time right now. It's trial season. Everyone's trying to get everything done before the end of the year. So I'm going to try to keep getting these up 2 at a time. If not, at least 1 on Tuesday and Friday. But just please be patient while I do that. I'm also trying to edit the WestWorld episodes to put up as well. Yeah. So, that's it. I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it'll be up with this one. If not, I'll see you on Friday. Have a good week.